Hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Chisa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and today we're pulling orders. It's our Monday morning. We're in here pulling the orders from the weekend, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Anyway, this week was a pretty good week. Better than average, I would say.
Yep.
Nice steady week. Sales came in all week, and where we landed with that was about $49.51 in sales.
Yep.
For the week.
Down.
And that's from Monday to Sunday. So we're going to look at how those numbers break down a little bit. And we're going to pull some of our orders that need to go out for today. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in and see what sold first.
We sold a package of football cards. We sold a 1988 Topps Jumbo Pack.
That's these ones. And they're the larger jumbo packs. It's the one box out of all three of these boxes. It's this one. It's the one box that doesn't have gum in the packs.
You don't want to eat the gum anyway.
I'm just saying, I'm surprised these don't sell more because it's the one pack that doesn't have cards destroyed by a stick of gum.
Yep.
And there's like 40 cards per pack. It's a bigger pack of cards.
How many are in the littler packs?
I think they're like 24. Yeah. So the jumbo pack went out, single package of them, and those went out for how much?
Those went out for $17 even, plus shipping.
And we got a lot more. So if you're looking for cards. All right, what do you got next?
Out of our multiple international orders that we had over the week or the weekend.
We did have like three, didn't we? 3 or 4.
Well, we had 5.
We had 5.
No,
okay,
sorry. I think we had 5 or 6, but 2...
Oh, those count as one because they were...
Yeah, there's 2 things that are going to one person and 2 things that are going to another person. Yep. But I can't remember if it was 5 or 6. But it was more than we normally have for a weekend, so...
And again, we had to ship them in separate boxes, so they're in separate orders because they ordered them.
Yeah, they didn't put them in their cart and then buy them.
With the international shipping, there's no way for us to combine shipping and still provide the 2 trackings. I think that's something eBay should work on because
they should.
International shipping is insanely expensive as it is. So not being able to combine shipping for those customers that's got to hurt.
But you can combine shipping. They just have to put them both in their cart and then check out.
Yep. Which, it does add a layer of complexity for them. So I think eBay could make it so you just select it and combine shipping.
You could.
eBay, pro tip, if you're looking for a suggestion.
You want to know what we sold international?
What do we sell?
We sold a 2005 Mattel My Scene Swappin' Styles Barbie.
Is that actually a Barbie? You said Barbie.
It's a My Scene.
Why'd you say Barbie?
Because she is Barbie. They have Barbie, they have Madison, they have Kennedy. They actually have
So it is Barbie brand.
Yes, it's Mattel. My Scene.
Mattel makes a lot of stuff. Is it Barbie brand?
No, it's a
Why
My
does it say Barbie?
Scene because her name is Barbie.
Is it?
Yes.
So it is Barbie. Am I crazy here?
It's different. It's a My Scene.
But it says Barbie.
Her name is Barbie because they have My Scene Kennedy.
So it's not actually Barbie brand. Yes or no?
It's Mattel My Scene. Her name is Barbie.
We don't know what the hell we sold, but this one's going out.
Yeah.
For how much?
$59.99.
I'm glad you were worth it. You were a lot of trouble.
That's only your issue. Okay, so our $4,900, when we break it down, we sold 84 items from Monday to Sunday.
The $49.51, that's our gross number. That's eBay telling us what was collected in our account. So that's basically the tax, the shipping,
That's it.
Yeah, it's the tax, the shipping.
And the cost.
Everything that they charge the customers for.
Yep.
So it's a full gross number. And we we almost always we can figure within a few percent, whatever our gross is, our net is right around 50%. That's what our margin usually runs at.
That was a pretty good paycheck then.
It was a decent paycheck. Yep. And we'll take those all day if they'll keep giving them to us.
So like I said, we did sell 84 items in that week.
Yep.
Which, I guess is pretty good. I don't know what that's 10
great.
Items a day, average.
A little more than that.
Well.
With 7 days, 84 items. 7 times 10
That's
would be...
12 items a day. Exactly 12 items a day.
Now who can't math?
I did math in my head. But so when you take that $4,900 that Corey said and divide that by the 84 items, we have a $58 average item sale.
Yeah. And you've seen the first few items we pulled. Those are not high dollar. One was a little lower. One was up there above $50.
They are, $58 average, but that doesn't mean much. Some high, some low in there somewhere.
Oh, $58 average is really good.
That's really good. That's better than when we first started.
Yeah, our averages are going up, which is the correct direction for them to go.
I would not say we are picking pros and we're not selling pros, but we're somewhere in between. We're mediocre.
Yeah, we're getting better. So for at least this previous week, we maintained about a $58 average, which, I mean, that's rounded down. It's close to 59, but it was $58 average, and that's a good average. Like, if we could stay north of 50 anywhere, if we could stay north of 40 long term, I'd be thrilled.
Yep.
North of 50 is a huge bonus.
Yep.
So we're really happy with where that's at.
Okay, should we talk about a couple other things we sold?
Yeah, let's look at what else sold.
Okay, we sold one of my Schleich knights. We sold the Lion Coat of Armor knight with his horse.
So there he is. The little guy fell off his horse in there, but he does have a sword. Yeah, he got a sword. So those things are cool. I think we got messages on this asking how tall he was and stuff, didn't we? Different one?
Yeah, we got questions on 2 of them that I haven't answered yet because they just came in last night, but they wanted to know if they were articulated. Like, do their arms move? Nope, none of these soldiers for Schleich,
No.
their arms don't move.
No. Schleich is a solid molded plastic.
Yep.
So
Yep, they are not articulated like G.I. Joe and our Hasbro DC Marvel characters.
not action figures.
Nope.
So what did that one sell for?
$17. But in all of that stuff that we sold so far for that Schleich, we paid like I think it was $130, $140 for our entire Schleich haul. We're way in the profit for that already.
Oh yeah, everything we sell out of there is just profit. It's good to see those still going out.
Okay, the next item sat for a little bit. I don't know why, because it has a brand new battery and a brand new charger. But we sold a Kodak EasyShare.
I don't think I need to take it out of the package. It's just the EasyShare camera. It does come with a little carry case and brand new charger and battery because we ordered it to test, right?
Yep, I got it, and it priced high, like for resale comps. And so we've kind of been, if they price high and they don't have a battery, we're willing to take a chance. And if it doesn't work, we always pick up these cameras so we can always use the battery and the charger somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, we could have sold it for like $20 for parts untested. But by buying the $10 battery and charger, what was it? It was
$7.69.
yeah, $7.69. We actually increased it, and it sold for how much?
$54.99.
So we spent $7 and added 30 to it.
And we only paid $3 for it. So
And it was a risk. I mean, it could have not worked, but it was worth $7 to find out.
yeah, and we're trying to, if we're selling other cameras that we're selling for parts, we're not including the camera chargers with them anymore. We just store them and keep them so we can test.
At least for the more common camera brands and stuff.
Yeah.
We're trying to build a little drawer of chargers and batteries and stuff that we can hold on to for testing. And until we have that, sometimes we just have to buy one. And I just ordered one for a decent, like a Nikon D5000.
Yeah,
ordered a battery and charger for it.
for a fancy camera that we're going to have to deal with camera people.
Probably. But if it works, I mean, if it doesn't work, it's a $70 camera. If it works, it's a $250 camera. So well worth testing out to
How much
find
did
out.
you pay for the battery?
I think $14 for a battery and a charger.
Man.
Yeah, I know, expensive.
Okay. So when we were back to talking about our average, we were talking about it was a $58 average for, all 84 items that we got. That we sold. Sorry, not that we got, that we sold. But when you break that down, we had an item sell for the lowest of $1.48, which was an individual football card.
Yeah, football card sold.
And then our highest item was $549.99, and that was a Halo
It
Lego
was,
thing.
Yeah, you used to sit back here on the shelf. It was like a Halo model kit thing.
Yes, I said Lego. It was not Lego.
No, not Lego. It was a model kit. You could actually build little spaceships and things. It was really cool. Like, it's one I wouldn't have mind keeping.
And not only that, but some of the pieces were already put together.
Yeah, it wasn't even brand new.
No, they were all there. It was complete.
It was.
But they were not. Some of them were put together. And then you take them and they paint them.
Yeah. The cool thing is we priced it up and we got to keep it here on the shelf for a few months. Mm-hmm. And we got to enjoy it. And then it sold and we were happy with it. But I think the moral of the story on that is don't be afraid to sell the lower, like the $58 average. Don't think for a minute that we went out and sourced a bunch of stuff that sold for $58. We didn't. It only takes a couple of really good sales for larger items to bring that whole average up. we had a lot of between $2 and $10 sales.
Yep. And then we had some that were like that one that was a 549, and we had a 250, a 200. We had a few that were up there in average or up there in price, which brought the average up. But yeah, don't be scared to sell the smaller items.
I think I would almost look at it more like if it's got a profit and it doesn't cause you a lot of work. If it's something you can snap a picture of front and back and hit a listing, what does it hurt if you only take $3? But I mean, I've done it with hundreds of DVDs and things where it's only 2-3 pictures that are, they're sealed DVDs. It takes nothing to list them. Maybe you only make $5 on them, but who cares? You spent 5 minutes.
Yep.
So don't be afraid to sell the lower dollar stuff. I mean, keeping an average in your store of something like $58 doesn't mean you can only buy the higher dollar stuff.
Nope.
So if you can make a profit and it's not a lot of work, we still jump on it.
And some of them, we, like everybody in the reselling community, calls certain stuff their bread and butter. It's stuff that they sell constantly, that they get a hold of, they put it up, it sells, and they buy more, and they just stay in that groove. So, some of the stuff like that Halo thing, that wasn't our typical bread and butter, but the football cards are. We do sell football cards, we do sell Barbies, we do sell, Tupperware, that type of stuff, which is our bread and butter stuff.
Yeah, those are the things. If we stop sourcing and stop finding cool things and, we're in dead of winter type stuff, those are the things that we have enough of that they're just going to keep selling.
Yep.
And they're easy to find and we grab them all the time and they just sell consistently. And still, that just a standout here and there brings that whole average up to where it's a really decent average. So,
yep.
All right. What else do we sell?
Okay, so speaking of bread and butter, we sold some Tupperware. We sold some Tupperware Cervelier bowls with the lids, red and green. I can't even tell my colors. Yellow and green. Do you know what makes them Cervelier?
No.
It's those lids. Remember we were discussing the lids where you
lid?
push it down and it's got the ripples on the edges. Those are Cervelier.
It's like the burp seal, isn't that what they call them?
That's the burp seal. Let me see one.
Fart seal, burp
It's
seal.
not a fart seal, it's a burp seal. So you take it off.
I know how they work.
I'm showing them in case they don't know. Push the center and it's sealed.
Fart seal.
Those are the awesome ones. The colors that they had back in the day.
Usually you see those with those lids like that, and they're much bigger bowls. Like these are, I don't know, you don't see the small ones like that as much.
Nope. Typically that Cervelier lid was also a huge one on their canisters.
Yeah.
So the canisters that are cool, but those were pretty good.
What would those sell for?
$15.99. You know where those came from too, I think.
Bread and butter items too.
I think those came from that church sale that was a donation that I grabbed that huge box of Tupperware stuff off their tables and just started dumping
I think we still have a tote of that Tupperware behind us.
No, I listed all the stuff from that one.
Oh, well, there is a tote of Tupperware behind it.
I need to list them.
That's our winter Tupperware. That'll give us something to do when we can't source. All right, so what do we get next?
One of our boo-boos, but it's all paid for now. Like we paid for that a long time ago.
I don't know if we can call it a boo-boo anymore.
Well, I can't because the shirts sell, but I don't know if I've sold. I think I've sold like 2 pair of leggings. We're talking LuLaRoe. We made a boo-boo. We thought they were Lululemon, and I grabbed a whole couple bagfuls of LuLaRoe, and we sold some.
We did do a whole video on it. So feel free to check that out. But yeah, we did buy, we didn't. She bought a whole bunch of LuLaRoe thinking it was the Lululemon. And it was an easy mistake to make. A lot of it was new with tags.
Yes. And like I said, the shirts have been selling and the jackets, like I picked up some jackets, but the leggings, nope.
They'll probably sell eventually. If we keep lowering the price, they'll go. But we've made our money on that 10 times over. Yep. I mean, how much did these sell for?
That was sold for $22.
I think we paid $5 for the whole.
I paid $4 for 4 bags. It was $1 a bag.
So we loaded up. We made a lot of money just on the jackets and stuff that have sold. So if we took and cut the rest up as rags or threw it away, we'd still be way in the profit on that stuff. So that one was a decent one.
Yep.
Mistake or not, we'll take it if they sell. And they seem to sell.
Okay. Let's talk about a fun thing that we like to do. We like to go garage sailing.
We do.
So we kind of touched on it on a previous video about our citywide garage sales that we went to at the end of last year was in Iowa. And we're looking forward to it again. I mentioned it in one of our previous videos that I reached out to the Chamber of Commerce to figure out when it was because I hadn't seen any information. We are looking forward to that. That is right before we go to the reseller rally at the end of September.
It's kind of our last big sale It's our last big citywide of the year. Last year, it's kind of the last big sale event thing that we went to before winter hit and sales stopped happening. Garage sales kind of close up right after, like in that time range. So
Yep.
this one, we actually mentioned it to a few other local resellers. A few of them are on YouTube, and said, "Why don't you guys come up and we'll all go to it together." It's like a couple hours from all of us.
Yep.
And hopefully that works out, because it would be really cool to take a reseller group again. We did that once in Vegas, and it was a lot of fun. If we do it again, only kind of more locally here, I think it'd be a lot of fun to do. We're going to try and put that together. Hopefully get 4 or 5 other content creator resellers with us. We'll see how it works out. But we are looking forward to the sales, because like I said, it is one that we loaded the car up.
We loaded it up.
She was going to leave me because the car was too full and she wanted more.
That was the first one we took my new car on.
It was.
To check out the mileage on it. Because I drive a Honda Accord hybrid. So I get 45 miles to a gallon, give or take. Sometimes it's up to 48.
Which really helps when you're garage selling a lot.
Yep, and so we took that down last year. We loaded it up, back seat, trunk. I don't know if you had to hold anything.
I don't think I did,
Maybe
but we
this
probably
year.
had some stuff on the floor by my feet by the time I came home.
But yeah, so we're looking forward to that. We love hanging out with other resellers, other content creators that are in the same...
Did you say resaler?
No, I said resellers.
I think you said sailor.
No, I said reseller.
We're going to rewind that.
Other resellers, if you were the sailors, whatever. But we love hanging out with those people. We had a blast in Vegas when we were able to hang out with them, because they're like-minded individuals. They think kind of along the same waves as we do.
Yeah, they do what we do. It's not like we go to an office and work with 40 other people that we have things in common with, like when you have a real job. So our office is here. I mean, you're looking at the 2 of us right here. This is us, our coworkers.
I do miss that, though.
I'm
a social butterfly.
Yeah, and I don't always like my coworkers.
I very seldom like my coworkers.
So it's good to mix it up with some other kind of coworkers. They fit in that category because they do the same thing we do.
Yep. And some of them are even YouTubers.
Yep. Which is even cooler, because then they don't just work at the same company. They work in our department.
I didn't think about that. Okay.
All right, let's look at what else sold.
We saw, I don't even know where we got this thing, but it is an Urban Accents movie night popcorn bundle.
Yeah, it's literally popcorn and popcorn salt.
Popcorn and seasonings.
Which is a really weird thing to have. I don't know where we got it either. I think I'm not even going to guess.
I'm going to guess it was either the what do you call that thing?
I think
the
it was
bin
in
store?
town.
No, it was either the bin store or it was at St. Vincent de Paul.
No idea, but it is unopened. It's all sealed. It's all brand new.
And I did double check it. It's not expired.
Yep, it's not expired. So we do have that. And that sold for how much?
$15.99.
Somebody's going to have a movie night.
The next item we sold didn't last very long on the shelf either. We sold Kirby's Return to Dreamland Nintendo Wii, and it has the book in it.
The book has seen better days. It's not in perfect shape, but it is there. The disc is clean and unscratched. The case is a little beat up, but the artwork is all there. How much did that one sell for?
He sold for $24, but, that was free shipping too.
Yep.
But the best piece is, at our weekend job that we were just at this weekend, we had some people come in and do an escape room, and she came in with a Kirby t-shirt on.
Is that the best? I think the best part was getting paid.
Well, that too, but it was kind of cool that I knew we sold it, and then she comes walking in to do an escape room, and she's got Kirby on her t-shirt.
Yeah, I've never heard of Kirby. I didn't know what that was. So doing this, you get exposed to things that you never know. It's weird because I'm not that cultured, I guess.
No, he's always saying he'll find something and it'll be music or it'll be something movie related, and he'll say something and I'm like, huh?
Oh, she does not get movie quotes. Like, I am horrible with movie quotes, but
I don't get them.
Like classics, and they go over her head every time, which is actually part of what makes it so funny to use them.
So does the music. Like, he'll be like, well, you ain't never heard of this? I'm like, no. Really?
But now she can't say she hasn't heard of Kirby. So
I know Kirby.
We now know.
And I own a Kirby.
That different Kirby.
Yes. Yes. I did say he sold for $24, right?
I think he did.
Okay.
So there he is.
Okay. You're on the next topic. We're coming into hibernation season.
The next thing we were discussing between ourselves here this morning before we started doing these videos was actually what we're going to do when winter does hit. Thinking about that upcoming citywide sale, which was the last one for us last year, kind of made us think, made us realize how close winter actually was. We're in our fall season. By the end of October, we usually have snow here. And we've had snow several times for Halloween. So we need to start getting ourselves prepared for how this business is going to change when winter does hit. We've been pretty spoiled being able to take off and, every Thursday and go to garage sales every Friday morning. And our return on investment is hugely spiked when we're going to garage sales because we get stuff for little and nothing. During the wintertime, we don't have that luxury anymore. A lot of things in this business change in the winter. So we're starting to kind of think about those things.
But yeah, so we've been watching for trying to hit as many garage sales as we can. I have been, unbeknownst to Corey, watching the storage unit websites already.
Unbeknownst.
I have 3. I have to figure out, there were 4. I used to have 4 that I watched.
Yeah.
I only have 3 right now. I got to figure out what the 4th one is.
We are kind of like pack rats right now. We're kind of running around pretty aggressively hitting what we can.
Squirrel.
Yeah, we're trying to squirrel away our nuts for winter because no, that's a real squirrel reference. I'm not being ornery. We really are trying to pack away as much stuff as we can. We've got a pretty good death pile behind these shelves that you can't see, but it ain't enough to get through a South Dakota winter. So we do have work to do yet, and hopefully that citywide will help us do a lot of that and stock up more, and we'll be looking more and more to get out there and pile up what we can before winter hits. But you can only pile up so much. You only have so much room, and you only have so much time, and everybody's situation is a little different, but...
Yeah, what do people... So we have all of this space. So we have space back behind here to have a death pile in amongst all of our stuff that we have listed.
Yeah, if we were doing this in a small home without the benefit of the eBay shop here.
Or the basement.
Or a basement or something. I couldn't imagine going through a South Dakota. Like this as a job would be very difficult. I think we take that for granted sometimes.
Granted.
Yeah, I think we take that for granted, not granite like rock. Sometimes because we from the very beginning, we've had this eBay shop available to us. Space has never really been an issue.
Well,
organization has been an issue.
When we first started, we did do it in our in-town building.
Yeah, but it was more organization then too, because we had a lot of that building. We could have used the whole basement.
Yeah, we have the whole basement. We have the whole upstairs.
So we have a lot of square footage we can still use. We haven't even touched, but we never put a lot of thought into, if we were doing it, say we lived in town in an apartment or something.
Oh, we would not do it in an apartment.
I don't know if this business is a feasible thing without some kind of a storage unit at that point.
Storage units are, to me, good to everybody that uses them, but we've had bad experiences with storage units.
So have some of the people that use them.
So I don't know, without putting like motion activated cameras or something up in there, I don't think I would use a storage unit.
I know Lonnie and Candace at one point had a storage unit broke into and got robbed of inventory. We've had storage units broken into multiple times and had stuff stolen. Luckily, it wasn't inventory. It was just expensive stuff we didn't want to lose. It was our own personal items.
It was because we were moving.
Yep, we moved, so we bought a storage unit or rented a storage unit. We put a bunch of stuff in it so that we could kind of juggle until we got moved.
Yeah, clean out our house so, it's presentable for people to look at.
And I believe twice, because we had 2 locks cut off. We went through 3 padlocks.
Yep.
So twice while we were doing that move, just in a few month process, we had our storage unit broken into and robbed of personal items.
Yeah, a $1,500 hitch.
This is a storage facility that's gated with key locks and cameras.
At the entrance.
And nothing.
And we reached out to the people that own it, and not once did we get a response back. Not anything.
It's the only time I've ever actually got onto Google and left a bad review because I had I still have a pretty good feeling that the owners of the storage unit are the ones that are robbing people. I really do feel that they were the ones that are breaking in, or their employees are the ones that are breaking in and robbing the people. Problem is we didn't have any proof, so we just lost the money. So using a storage unit for this kind of business would give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, especially knowing that, we have, granted, we didn't pay a whole lot for a lot of the stuff, so you're not out a whole lot, besides the fact that that's income that you could be making that somebody's stealing from you.
You're out a lot of potential income for sure.
Yep.
And whatever you've invested in it at an inventory cost. And in this eBay shop, between what we have listed over here and our death pile behind us, yes, we don't pay much for stuff, but we have a very significant amount of output.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of money that we have spent in inventory sitting in here. And we have a spreadsheet. We could get a good idea of what, but we don't have the stuff in the death pile in the spreadsheet yet.
Nope.
So it's a lot. Like
is.
it would suck if it got stolen. So, but we went way off topic.
Yeah, we are in hibernation mode. We are getting ready to go into hibernation mode, which is, stocking up on as much as we can that we can list over, over the winter.
It means sourcing differently.
Yep. And once winter comes and we can't go to garage sales anymore, and most of the, estate sales and stuff even shut down for the winter. I don't know if I see a whole lot of estate sales for the winter. We're relying on, the thrift stores. We're relying on watching for storage units to come up and picking up storage unit, which makes it so that it's lower cost items usually, because you never know what's in a storage unit. Not like if you're going to a garage sale, you can see it, you can pick it.
Storage units are hit and miss. Sometimes you get a home run. Sometimes you just have to burn a lot of shit.
We
got a little of both in our last one.
did.
So we had a good experience, but I wouldn't say that's the average experience.
No.
I think if you get your money back and get, double your money on a storage unit, I'd be happy all day.
Yep.
It's just a lot of work to process one.
Yep. We might have to hire our youngest to come help us again if we get a storage unit.
What else are we going to have issues with prepping for the season change? Because the business does change a lot based on the season. Like I said, I know our profit margins go down.
Yep. I don't know if it's just the quantity of intake stuff. Profit margins go down, quantity of intake stuff goes down.
Changes. Just the little things that people don't think about. We got to change from, we're no longer going to have to run air conditioner in here, so the electric bill will drop, but we do have to run a heater in here.
So our propane bill goes up.
So we got our propane bill that goes up. We've got to keep the propane tank cleared off and the path to this property and building cleared off with the tractor so that we can get in it when the snow hits. Like that adds a whole nother layer that's one that you just really don't think about until the snow's piled up on you.
We might have to go out there and build a big long thing so that we just have to worry about the end, not all the way up to the building.
Are you talking about a sidewalk?
No, not a sidewalk, like a big building that goes up there, covered porch. Yep,
build a
covered porch.
Walkway.
Hey, guess what else sold just now?
What?
More Tupperware.
More bread and butter?
Okay.
All right, so that went way longer than we planned for. We wanted to address that issue because it's something we've been talking about. It's something that's coming up very fast, and it probably is for a lot of you too. So let us know what you guys do and how your business changes season to season, whether it be winter to summer, summer to winter, whatever kind of business changes you see. This is we've been in it for a full year now.
This is our second winter.
I think in the beginning, the first season, we didn't notice the season changes as much because we've never been through them. And I think now that we've kind of been through all the seasons and we're not running around with our head cut off, we're kind of starting to see the subtle things that change and the differences in the business. So share your advice on that, and any insight you have there would be great. We got a few more things to pull so we can get them out of here. So what do we got?
We sold Halloween. We sold a jack-o'-lantern flat blow mold. That one's a window blow mold. It's got a little thing so you can hang it up in your window. Yep.
That was pretty cool. I don't remember where we picked it up. I know we didn't pay much for it, and I didn't think it was ever going to sell. We could sell because it's been here forever.
He struggle busted with that word.
It has been here a long time.
It has.
I know it's been on at least 3 different inventory locations before we stuffed it in a corner of one of the back shelves.
Yep.
And it did finally go out the door for how much?
$22.99.
So glad to actually be rid of this guy.
So the last thing that's on our list that sold, we've held on to it for a while. Corey picked up a whole, 2 bags of plushies here in town that I think we paid like $15 for. And we sold the 2019 Toy Factory Christmas cookie. Does that really say Christmas cookie?
I don't know. I can't read. I have my glasses off. But this is the guy. This is the Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster plush. He is 20 inches tall.
And he's got tags. I wouldn't say he's new with tags. I'd say he's probably used with tags. But, I mean, he's in very clean shape. I think he got put on a shelf, and that was pretty much it.
We did, what do you call those things? lint roller.
Yeah, they had dogs.
So we had to go through and clean them all.
There was definitely dog hair all over all of them. We had to clean them up. But he's nice and clean now, and he went out the door for how much?
$19.75.
$19.75 for the Cookie Monster. All right, guys, that's all we've got for you today. Let us know how your business changes through your seasons. Leave us a comment. If you've got any questions for us, go ahead and ask, and we will look it up on Google because we really don't know, but we'll try. We'll try and answer what we can. And we will see you guys next time.
We don't look everything up on Google, but hasta la vista, baby.